Today we're going to look at our number bonds again. This time we're not going to be putting pictures in, we're going to be using fingers to put in the parts in the whole. Let's get started. So we have our number bond. We know that a number bond has a circle at the top, two circles, well, it doesn't have to be at the top, I should say. We have a circle with two lines coming out, and here it's at the top. And then we have two parts, the two circles that have just one line connecting it. Remember that the whole is the thing all together. Here's a whole apple. No one has cut it or bit into it yet. And these are the two parts, the parts of the apple that were cut. Together, when we put the parts together, if we took two parts of an apple and we put it back together, it would look like a whole apple. So this time we have our number bond and we have our two parts as fingers. We know what to do with our fingers when we're talking about parts and whole because we did that in a previous lesson. As a reminder, we'll put up our two fingers for the first part, our two fingers for the second part. When we want to find the whole, we just put them together and then we count. So first, what are the two parts? There are two different numbers that make up the two parts. What are they? They're 2 and 2. This is what it looks like. We have a part that's 2 and a part that's 2, so we put it in the circles in the number bond that are just the circles touching one line. Now we need to ask ourselves, what is the whole? How many is 2 and 2 when we put them together? Parts, whole. Now we get to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our whole is going to be 4 fingers. We filled in a number bond. Here's your next one. Where do the two parts go? Well, let's see what we have. We have this part and we have this part. What would it look like if we fill in our number bond with the parts? Well, remember, the two lines touch the whole. So I turned this number bond. This is the whole because it's the circle touching two lines. This is the part because it's touching one line. This is the other part because it's touching one line. So our parts look like this. 3 and 1. Now we need to ask ourselves, if 3 and 1 are the parts, what is the whole? The whole is 4. 3 fingers and 1 finger, when we put them together, we get 4. Another way to do it is we can count what's on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same. It equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's look at this one. Here are our two parts. How would we fill in our number bond? What will that look like if it's all filled in with parts and whole? It would look like this. We have our parts as 1 and 1. We put them together. That makes 2. The part goes here because this is the circle touching one line. The part goes here because it's the circle touching one line. The whole, goes here because it's the circle touching two lines. Let's look at another example of our number bond. Here are our two parts. How would we fill in our number bond? With the parts, and then we have to figure out the whole. We have, let's check our work. We have 3, 1, 2, 3, and we have 2, 1, 2. When we put the parts together, 3 and 2, and we count them, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another strategy is to count what we see on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put up 5 fingers in the whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all equal to each other. We filled in number bonds using fingers. Keep practicing and thinking about what number bonds look like, what are the two parts, what is the whole, and we will jump into even more math next time.